To my mind, there are two great sins. The first is unfulfilled potential. Every child, irrespective of the accident of the womb, where she is born, which caste, which region, which religion, whether parents are educated or not, poor or rich, every child is endowed with innate talent genetically. Nature or God gave that. If we do not allow that child to rise to the level that she is capable of rising with her talent and hard work, then we are doing something deeply wrong. That is sinful. We have that great sin perpetuated in this country every day in every part of the country. Shivrajji quite rightly emphasized the importance of education, but it's not merely free education that we need. We require real education. Much of the education in India is free, but to what effect? 80% of our children are not able to fulfill their potential. The gene pool is getting wasted. Unless educational outcomes improve, unless we make it a national mission to make sure that every child fulfills a potential, we will not, as a nation, fulfill our potential. The second great sin is avoidable suffering. Suffering that's unavoidable, there's nothing we can do. Old age, inevitable death in old age, natural death. These are things we cannot control. But if there is premature death, if there is sickness, if there is pain and suffering that could have been avoided, that is a sin, and we have plenty of it in this country. 5 crore people are becoming poor in India every year, descending into poverty. They were not poor on the 1st of January of the year. By the end of the year, 5 crore people are descending into poverty because of lack of adequate health care. Politics is about transforming lives, not acquiring power. Power must have a purpose, as Mahatma Gandhi said. The first great sin, deadly sin, he said, is politics without principle, power without purpose. I will only make 2 more points briefly. Please protect your future. I mentioned to you the long-term and the short-term reconciliation. There's always a temptation to eat into your future for our current consumption. Unless the future is protected, we promote growth, infrastructure, investment, and opportunity for you. We are only going to indebt you. You're going to have mountains of debt. Your tax money is only going to take care of the debts we have incurred unfairly, unjustly. It seriously affects intergenerational equity. Pay attention to politics, because what politicians do, what governments do, it shapes your future. Finally, be optimistic. You live in a fantastic age. Yes, there are many challenges. But this is the best of all possible ages. Never before in human history have we had the opportunity, the resources, and the technology, and the experience to fulfill all human potential and eliminate all avoidable suffering. Rejoice in that. Make wonderful lives for yourselves personally. You do not owe any apology to anybody for living a good life honestly. But remember, individual growth and collective good must go together. I wish you all the very best. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom with all the participants of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. My friends, Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad has been an important platform which has always been for the students. But now, there is a big change that we are willing to bring from 14th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. And to share the same thought with you, I would like to invite on stage the Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. R.M. Chitnis, sir.
Good evening, dear students. You must be enthralled by the 3 days Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad conduction. Honorable Rahul Karad, sir, is a visionary leader and always thinks of innovative idea, and he always pushed the benchmarks much ahead once you achieve it. Here is another wonderful innovation in Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad 2025, which will be in the month of January 2025. But all the students from MIT, all the students who have come from different parts of India, and all the students who have not come but viewing us online, they have an opportunity to be part of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad 2025. I'll be happy to share with you number and email ID where you can just send your consent. Thereby, our team will get in touch with you and you will be part of various committees. And you can start working right now. Come forward, as Honorable former Chief Minister has appealed you, but you don't know where to start. Now this is the moment to start. May I request my team to show various committees which are available for you to work for Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad 25. The next slide, please. Now, another 6 months we'll research what are the new challenges which our country will face. Election year, almost 76 plus countries are going for elections. Lot of change in the governments and change in the concerns, approaches, as well as change in the concerns and challenges which will encompass. We'll do research of that, information analysis, and then come out with certain topics like AI came this year, deepfakes, AI, and data analysis, which was not done in earlier Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. The second is invitation committee, whom we can invite, which speakers you want, young, very senior, or those who are having 10 or 15 years experience. The third committee is reception committee. You will see that our volunteers are there from main gate up to this, receiving the VIPs, VVIPs. Our volunteers are there at Hyatt Hotel, our volunteers are there at Taj Hotel and Tip Top Hotel to receive them. Our volunteers are there at airport to receive them. And our volunteers are there to receive them near Naneshwar statue. The next committee is communication. How the social media, how the brochure, how the communication to all vice chancellors. We send 1,000 plus vice chancellor invite every time. There are 55,000 colleges in this country. Not all are big. Some of them are very small and succumbing. But around 10,000 colleges we communicate that Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad is possible. Then we also have a VIP protocol committee. How you interact or how you interact with VIPs at every point of contact. How you are at airport, how you are at hotel, how you are at, near Naneshwar statue, and when you bring them to green room. Going further, if I can request the next committee is accommodation committee, where they will stay, how much is the distance from this particular hall. Normally we do this function in this hall, but I want to bring it to notice of all those who are coming for first time, that 1990 was the last, 2019 was the last time, I beg your pardon, 2019 was the last time when Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad happened here. Then 2020 in Delhi with Jnana Bhavan, 2021 online due to Corona, 2020 in Atri lawns because construction was going on this particular plot, and 2023 June in Mumbai we did NLC, National Legislators Conference. For that also you can work. And that's why we could not do. And that's why in last 14 years, this is the 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. So accommodation committee, then comes transport committee, all forms of transport, and then student monitoring committee, then design and internal preparation committee, and then food beverage committee. All this is part of academics in this for the event management students, those who are doing BBA event management. But on a voluntary basis, more than 1,500 students always come forward For example, in National Legislators Conference in Mumbai, in Bandra, in Geo Center, Mumbai, more than 1,200 students traveled as volunteers from here to there. So dear students, academics is one thing, cultural activities or social activities another thing, and third is sports and taking care of your body and mind. These three things are very, very important in your life, and that is called as personality development. Yeah. So, last slide for all of you. Then comes the budget. You know, money is required, funds are required, sponsorships are required for this. So how to go ahead? And then media and public. And last but not the least, you can take photocopy of this. You can put your cameras on this, mobile camera. When you want to participate in, very graciously, former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh invited you, join. And he also gave the sentence of Vivekananda. And now, it is a simple thing which you can do is write to from your mobile right now. info@bharatiyachatrasansad.org. That's all you'll have to do. Our team will be in touch with you.
Repeat, info@bharatiyachatrasansad.org. Those who are not present but watching us online, 25,000 plus are watching online. And those who could not make it this time because some or the other reason, but want to come next year, please write to info@Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Express what kind of interest you have. And in addition to that, please use WhatsApp and say hi and your name, your city, and then WhatsApp to 91460-38974. In addition to that, it gives me pleasure to announce that Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad के बाद भारतीय छात्र संसद काउंसिल की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होती है और उसके बारे में we will send you mail and elections will be there and you will be part of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad Council in different part of India and thereby de facto you will be part of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad 25. So these are the two ways, either you write or you participate in Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad Council, and those who are from MIT first year, second year, third year, you will still be in MIT next year and you are integral part of these committees. With this, I would hand over mic to Master of Ceremony, Dr. Gautam Bapat, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for putting across the thought behind 14th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, which would be by the students for the students. Now, my friends, it is our good fortune that we have with us the renowned life coach and eminent speaker of BAPS Swaminarayan Sanstha, Puj Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji. I would like to request Shri Rahul V. Karat, sir, to kindly felicitate and welcome Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji. A big round of applause, my friends. I'm sure you would have seen Swamiji many times on motivational speeches, on YouTube and various media channels. Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji is famous for his magical words and motivating people. And now, it is my good fortune that I would like to invite him to address the gathering. But before I do that, I would like to request my team to kindly relay a small film made on life and work of Puj Dr. Gyanvatsal Swamiji.
Shri Gyanvatsal Swami is a distinguished motivational speaker, spiritual leader, and dedicated social reformer associated with the BAPS, Bocha Sanvasi Akshar Purushottam Swaminarayan Sanstha. As an integral part of BAPS, a renowned social organization focused on fostering personal growth, Shri Gyanvatsal Swami has made significant contributions to society. His impactful motivational speeches have transcended borders, reaching audiences in New Zealand, Europe, Canada, the United States, and England. Covering diverse topics such as stress, work-life balance, career development, education, etiquette, and attitude, he has inspired countless individuals to achieve personal and professional success. Having traveled to more than 20 countries, Sri Nyanvatsal Swami's global influence extends beyond geographical boundaries. His insightful talks have touched upon various aspects of life, providing valuable guidance and inspiration. Notably, in 2018, he was invited as a motivational speaker at the FGI HR Conclave, Travails of Team Building, Enabling and Retaining, event organized by the Federation of Gujarat Industries, FGI. Let's extend a warm welcome to Sri Nyanvatsal Swami.
Please put your hands together and welcome with a big round of applause, my friends, Pujya Dr. Swami Gyanvatsalji.
गुणातीतोऽक्षरं ब्रह्म भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यं मुच्यते भवबन्धनात्. With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, Bhagwan Shri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, my Guru Hari Pramukh Swami Maharaj and my Pragat Guru Hari Mahan Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar to Vishwanath Karatji, Dr. Vijay Bhatkarji, my good friend Rahul Karatji, and all the dignitaries and student leaders sitting on the dais, and my dear students. Today on the 12th of January, when we are celebrating the 161st birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, it's a special privilege for our generation to be in the midst of such a great youth energy. And this energy shows that nobody can stop India from becoming a developed nation and a superpower, I think, by the year 2030. We have 540 million youth in the country today. That is approximately 54 crore youths in the age group of 15 to 35. If these youths decide for two things that I'm particularly impressed with this conference, and I was just sharing with Rahulji. First thing is ethical leadership and ethical working in whichever profession we are. And second thing, a desire must be within. A goal must be within to go into some kind of public life and make a small positive change at the place, at the institute, in the midst of people where we find ourselves today. And that is spiritualization of public life, spiritualization of public institutes. Perhaps the most ideal example, let me repeat those words again. Perhaps the most ideal illustration, example of spiritualization of educational institutes, you find it at MIT World Peace University. And from the programs, from the conferences that are set here, I think this will get extended and go into more of ethical leadership and more of spiritualization of public life and public institutions, what the country needs today. So India is destined to be a developed nation. India, Bharat, is destined to be a superpower. Bharat is destined to be a Vishwaguru, to make our nation great. That is Bharat great. We need to work together. You as students, you carry the responsibility on our shoulders to make our country a developed nation and a superpower. We as saints, it is our responsibility to make Bharat a Vishwaguru. So we need to come together, and that is why we are together today. When it comes to spirituality in your personal life, spirituality in your family life, especially when we are talking today of spirituality in public life, definitely we are seeing many leaders here, the leaders of the future, who are going to bring a definite change in the society. The first aspect of an ethical leader, the first aspect of spirituality in public life. Let me share you the wisdom-filled words which are Hridayamrit, that is nectar from the heart of our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who created our BAPS Institute. The organization that I come from is one of the largest NGOs of the world with a permanent status in the United Nations as an NGO. We run more than 1,500 hospitals, hostels, schools, colleges, community centers, Sanskar Kendras and Akshardham all over the world. The creator of this, more than 1,300 institutes out of this, in a span of 45 years, that is giving an institute of social service to the society every 15th day of his life for 45 years, is Pramukh Swami Maharaj. His words of wisdom, his nectar from his heart are the words, in the joy of others lies our own. In the progress of others rests our own. मतलब अन्य के सुख में हमारा सुख, अन्य के उत्कर्ष में हमारा उत्कर्ष, अन्य की प्रगति में हमारी प्रगति. Spiritualization of politics. Spiritualization of politics and ethical leadership. First point, every heart, when he leads somewhere, he should have this feeling, in the joy of others lies our own. अन्य के सुख में हमारा सुख है. जो अभी हमारे पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री श्री थे, उन्होंने जब बातें की, उन्होंने कहा, बार बार वे मामा शब्द का प्रयोग करते थे, जिस शब्द से, जिस भाव से उन्होंने मध्य प्रदेश की जनता की सेवा की, लोगों ने प्रेम से उनको ये नाम दिया है. He talked about the लाडली बहना स्कीम. तो ये एक अंतर में भाव होता है हर एक नेता में कि इन द जॉय ऑफ अदर्स लाइज अवर ओन. आप जहां भी क्षेत्र में, जहां भी लीडर बने, सबसे प्रथम ये भाव रखना कि अन्य के सुख में मेरा सुख है, अन्य के उत्कर्ष में मेरा उत्कर्ष है, अन्य की प्रगति में मेरी प्रगति है. ये प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज का जीवन सूत्र था. ये सूत्र लेके वे चले तो 45 साल में 1300 से भी ज्यादा इंस्टीट्यूट खड़ी की. In 45 years, 1,300 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges by a single person. All these institutes are running today efficiently for the welfare of society and people. तो एक निस्वार्थ भावना में इतनी ताकत होती है. निस्वार्थ भावना लेके समाज और देश की सेवा के लिए हम चले, जाहिर से क्षेत्र में हम आए. आज जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी नरेंद्र मोदी जो निस्वार्थ भावना लेके समाज में चले हैं, देश के लिए चले हैं, तो विकास और विरासत दोनों साथ में लेके चले हैं. और आज ही 12 जनवरी को नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने दोनों काम किए, विकास का भी किया और विरासत का भी किया. नासिक में आज दोपहर को प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नेशनल यूथ डे के दौरान वहां यूथ को भी इंस्पिरेशन दिया, कालाराम मंदिर में सफाई भी की और मुंबई में इंडियाज लॉन्गेस्ट सी ब्रिज का ओपनिंग भी किया. तीनों बातें की. हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज 3 बातें की. यूथ को इंस्पिरेशन भी दिया, भगवान श्री राम का अवतरण अयोध्या में हुआ था, उनकी मूर्ति की प्रतिष्ठा अयोध्या में होगी 22 जनवरी को, तो सभी मंदिर और सभी धर्मस्थान की सफाई के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आग्रह रखा है. He started the project himself today. He cleaned the Kalaram temple in Nasik. तो आध्यात्मिकता भी हुई, वो विरासत भी हुई, और मुंबई में सबसे लंबा भारत का समुद्र पे ब्रिज, उसका उद्घाटन भी किया. It is almost like 22 kilometers long. Out of that 16.5 kilometers on the sea. So what I mean to say, मेरा प्रथम ये बात है, my first analysis is this, that if in public life or any leadership role, wherever you are, apart from your talent, apart from your academics, apart from your knowledge, apart from your support systems, apart from your platforms, apart from your back support systems, if one thing if you keep in your heart, in the joy of others lies our own. दूसरों के आनंद में मेरा आनंद है, अन्य की प्रगति में मेरी प्रगति है, तो आप लीडर के रूप में ऊपर उठ के आओगे। जैसे पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री श्री ने अभी बताया था कि मैं मेरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जाता हूं तो वहां लोग मेरे पास आ जाते हैं। If you want to come, if you want people to come to you, if you want to lead masses, निस्वार्थ भावना होना खूब जरूरी है। This is the first aspect of spirituality in politics, spirituality in public life. Second thing, believe in the power that we Bharatiyas, हम जो भारतीय हैं, हम में अनंत टैलेंट है, हम में अनंत रिसोर्सेज है। We are a country of 140 crore people. What not can be done by a country of this strength? But we have to believe in this strength. Repeat with me what I say. I, loudly, I believe that my country Bharat has the strength to lead the world. तो दूसरी बात ये है, in spiritualization of public life, we believe in our strength. We believe in the resources that we have. We can emphatically say that majority of the leading scientists and engineers at NASA, at Microsoft, at Google are Indians. विजय जी सही बात कर रहा हूं मैं? Majority of the scientists and majority of the engineers. तो हम में वो स्ट्रेंथ है, हम में वो रिसोर्सेज हैं, वो गैदर करने हैं। जब हम दिल्ली में अक्षरधाम बना रहे थे, टुडे इट स्टैंड्स टॉल एज द लार्जेस्ट ट्रेडिशनल हिंदू मंदिर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, द स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम इन दिल्ली। वो 110 एकड़ पे बनाया। अभी 2 महीने पहले हमने अमेरिका में the largest Hindu mandir of the Western Hemisphere on 185 acres of land inaugurate किया, made up of almost 2 million cubic feet of stone. It is the second largest Hindu mandir in the world after Angkor Wat and the largest in the Western Hemisphere, and it will stand tall with all pride for 1500 years, depicting the greatness of Indian culture on the land of America. हम कर सकते हैं। We should believe in our strength. और वहां जो अमेरिका में अक्षरधाम हमने बनाया, आप सभी ने अक्षरधाम देखा होगा, गांधीनगर या दिल्ली। Just raise your hands if you have been to Akshardham at Gandhinagar or Delhi. Most of you. I come from that organization. तो दिल्ली का जो अक्षरधाम है, वो 8 लाख क्यूबिक फीट स्टोन है। अमेरिका का अक्षरधाम ऑलमोस्ट 2 मिलियन क्यूबिक फीट है। लेकिन वहां का वातावरण है, इंडिया का स्टोन या ग्रेनाइट नहीं चल सकता, तो यूरोप से स्टोन ग्रेनाइट गुजरात आते थे, राजस्थान जाते थे, वहां 26 साइट पे more than 7,000 artisans work, and we ship that stones and marble there. तो वहां जो स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम अमेरिका में बना, 10,000 मूर्तिज, 10,000 idols of stone carved in a single monument, 10,000 idols. तो वहां भारतीय संस्कृति के दर्शन हमने करवाए हैं। एक एग्जांपल देता हूं कराट जी आपको। भारतनाट्यम के more than 151 पोजेज हैं। तो अक्षरधाम के एक लेयर में हमने 6-6 फुट की एक मूर्तियां, 151 पोजेज ऑफ भारतनाट्यम, 6 फुट की एक पोज, ऐसा एक लेयर बनाया है। भारत में 150 से ज्यादा म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं, तो 150 म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स of about 3 to 4 feet size, सभी वहां पत्थर में काव करके रखे हैं। To let the people of the world know that India has a rich legacy of culture, रिच ट्रेडिशन ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, वो अमेरिका की धरती पर हमने खड़ा किया है। तो हम कर सकते हैं। मेरे साथ एक आवाज से बोलना, आई बिलीव दैट आई कैन डू, आई बिलीव दैट माई कंट्री कैन डू। तो ये दूसरी बात है कि हम अपने रिसोर्सेज पे विश्वास रखें। हमारे पास इनफ रिसोर्सेज हैं। जब दिल्ली का अक्षरधाम हम बना रहे थे, सोमपुरा ने कहा 35 साल लगेंगे। हमारे गुरु प्रमुख साईं महाराज ने कहा 5 साल में कर रहे हैं। आर्टिसंस नहीं है, सिर्फ 1500 आर्टिसंस मिलेंगे। सोमपुरा ने हमको कहा, प्रमुख साईं महाराज ने कहा आर्टिसंस की बात आप मुझ पर छोड़ दो, आप प्लानिंग कर दो। Our saints and volunteers traveled to the length and breadth of the country. Our saints went into the deep Rajasthan villages. Our saints went into deep Odisha villages, met the artisans, met their family members, uncle, nephew, brother, cousin. जो लोग 5-10 साल से काम नहीं मिला था पत्थर का, तो कुछ पान की दुकान चला रहे थे, हमने कहा we want to gather resources. स्किल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम चालू किया। वी सेड वी विल गिव यू प्रैक्टिस। 6 महीना हम आपको पत्थर देंगे, आप प्रैक्टिस करो, क्योंकि आपके लोही, आपके खून में, आपके डीएनए में है। इन लोगों ने प्रैक्टिस की, वो टैलेंट फिर से जागृत हुई, स्किल डेवलप हुई, और भारतवर्ष में पहली दफा 7,000 स्टोन आर्टिसंस वर वर्किंग ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट। फ्रॉम 1500 to 7,000 stone artisans. We gathered from the deepest and the remotest village of Rajasthan and Orissa. We have talent, we have resources, we have brains. The only thing needed, we must believe that we have. Believe करेंगे तो we will be able to do it. और आखिरी बात बताऊंगा, आप सब युवा हैं, academics alone won't work. Experiences alone won't work. You will have to cultivate many values in your life. A strong value system works more than academics and experiences. How many of you believe in this? All of us. A strong value system. तो तीसरी बात यह है for ethical leadership and spiritualization of public life and politics is everybody must take a pledge to adhere by a strong value system. A strong value system is very much necessary. तो आप सभी को I list out 8 values. I will not go into the details of it, but list out those 8 values which are spiritual intelligent values. पहले IQ की बात आती थी 80s और 90s तक. People with high IQ can perform. After the 90s, the scenario changed. People with high emotional quotient could rule over the people with high IQ. And after the turn of the millennium, again the scenario changed, that people with high spiritual quotient, high spiritual intelligence can rule over people with high IQ and high EQ. What is that spiritual intelligence? I will not talk theory. I will talk absolutely practical. What is that spiritual intelligence? 8 qualities are such that if you possess, you are a spiritual intelligent person. And the vice versa, a person with spiritual intelligence possesses these 8 values. First value, flexibility to change. If you see a better idea, if you see a better thought around you, have the courtesy, have the humanity, have the humbleness to accept it. The new definition of Harvard University for intelligence. Intelligence की एक नई व्याख्या हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी ने 8 years के रिसर्च के बाद बाहर की है. And that is, what is intelligence? Flexibility to change is intelligence. This is a spiritual value. Flexibility to change is a spiritual value. So first value is flexibility. Second is self-awareness. When you are absolutely self-aware,
you never make a private or a public mistake in your life. Self-awareness. प्रधानमंत्री का एक वीडियो आपने देखा होगा, चल के मंच पे जा रहे थे माननीय मोदी जी, और वहां कहां खड़ा रहना है इसके लिए नेशनल फ्लैग्स सभी के रखे थे। वहां तक पहुंचे प्रधानमंत्री, फ्लैग उठा के पहले जेब में रखा, फिर उस जगह पे खड़े रहे। I cannot stand at the place where my flag is on the floor. This is self-awareness. This is a spiritual quality. So when you are self-aware, you never make a private or a public mistake in life. This is the second quality of spirituality in public life. Third quality, an ability to face and use the suffering of life. हमारे गुरु प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज और आज हमारे गुरु है महंत स्वामी महाराज, उनके जीवन में हमने ये देखा है। महंत स्वामी महाराज he became the spiritual head of this organization at the age of 84. Today is 91. In the last 7 years of his guruship, Mahant Swami Maharaj today is 91. He became the guru at 84. In last 7 years of his guruship, from 84 to 91, he gifted 300 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges, institutions, mandirs and Akshardham by BAPS to the society. So every 8th day, a land got and an institute created. The whole story every 8th day of his life. He's working at this average. So when you are able to face and use any moment of your life, any happening of your life, any suffering of your life, nothing is impossible. So kabhi rona mat. Never fall back, never go into frustration, depression or tension. Anything that comes to me, God has sent it, and God has along with that sent me the energy to work with it. That is a spiritual quality. So कितनी भी बड़ी टास्क हो, भगवान ने टास्क भेजी है, साथ में मुझे एनर्जी भी भेजी है. Two things come together. The big task comes to you, big energy also comes to you. That is God's creation. So never be afraid of any big task. You should be able to use and face the suffering of life. Third quality. Fourth quality, an ability to be inspired by a vision. आप कुछ देखें, उससे आपका एक विजन आ जाना चाहिए कि मैं इसमें क्या कर सकता हूं, इसका उपयोग कैसे कर सकता हूं, मेरी प्रगति के लिए, मेरे समाज की प्रगति के लिए, देश की प्रगति के लिए. To be inspired by a vision. Fifth quality, to see connection between diverse things. To see connection between diverse things. जो diagonally opposite things हैं, उसमें connection दिखता है. Sixth quality, an ability to cause as little harm as possible. An ability to cause as little harm as possible. To the individual, to the climate. 6C में से एक C है ना? 6C है. We have to fight against 6C. I'm just finishing in 1 minute. We have to fight against 6C. इसमें एक है ये, corruption के साथ climate change. The ability to cause as little harm as possible. And the seventh and the eighth qualities. Seventh is an ability to ask and probe fundamental questions. And the eighth quality of a spiritual intelligent person is an ability to work against a convention. These 8 qualities make you a spiritual leader, makes you a spiritual design to go for any task or any humongous work in front of you. So today, on the occasion of this 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, organized by MIT World Peace University, and we are sitting here in Kothurud in Pune, in Maharashtra. My innermost prayers, my best wishes for all the energy to the youth of our country, so that we become a developed nation, we become a superpower, and we become a Viksit Bharat and Vishwaguru. Thank you very much, and all my prayers for all of you.
Thank you very much, Swamiji. A big round of applause, my friends, for motivating words of Swamiji, Pujya Dr. Gyanavatsal Swamiji. Thank you. My friends, let's rise in our seats and give a big round of applause and a standing ovation to life coach and eminent speaker of BAPS, Swaminarayan Sanstha, Pujya Dr. Swami Gyanavatsal Ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your words of wisdom. My friends, to make such a movement a success, there are always many hands behind. There are many hidden hands who have been supporting such movements, who brings such platforms to lives. We have one such personality present among us. I would like to invite on stage Dr. Yogesh Lakhani ji, who has been a strong support of these movements, these platforms. I request Dr. Yogesh Lakhani ji. My friends, I'm sure each one of us knows this personality. I request you to kindly come up stage. Okay. My friends, he is the Chairman and Managing Director of Bright Outdoor Media, the first outdoor media company to be listed on the stock market of the country, and the person who has been a very, very strong support of National Legislators Conference Bharat and had a big role in making it a success. Let's give a big round of applause to Dr. Yogesh Lakhani ji. Thank you very much, sir. My friends, we are slowly coming towards the conclusion of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, but of course it is important to recall what we have done, what we have achieved in this edition of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. I request my technical team to kindly relay a recap film of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Fascinating platform, a fascinating movement which is going on for the last 12 years, Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, and we all have gathered here today for the inaugural session of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Let's give a big round of applause to entire gathering and execution of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, my friends.
Let us join the politics. The educated people must come in public life. Qualified, competent people must come in public life. देश के ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका भारतीय छात्र संसद आने वाले समय में इसमें रोल प्ले करेगा.
Politics is a mission for the sake of the nation, and we must serve it with passion, without expecting commission, giving any omission, or giving any remission.
After all the scientific innovations and discovery of the whole world, the Google or the Facebook or any other name you take will prove what Indian men, Indian culture used to say about 5,000 years back.
मुझे ये देख के बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी हो रही है कि इतनी बड़ी यूथ की जो संख्या है वो यहाँ बैठी हुई है, मतलब हमारे देश में बदलाव आ रहा है।
आने वाले दिनों में जब आप जैसे युवाओं का मुझे साथ मिलेगा, जरूरत है कि भैया भारत में एक राष्ट्रीय युवा आयोग का गठन हो।
ताकत दो अपने पंखों को, एक उड़ान और भरो।
यदि MIT स्कूल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट नाम का संस्थान राहुल कराड़ जी ने तैयार नहीं किया होता तो आज आपके समक्ष इस भारतीय छात्र संसद में शहजाद पूनावाला बतौर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय प्रवक्ता के रूप में नहीं खड़ा हुआ होता।
फोरम जो आपको मिला है, इस फोरम में अपने आप विचार प्रकट कीजिए, हिम्मत से आगे निकलिए, संगठन बनाइए, चर्चा कीजिए, विचार कीजिए और देश में बदलाव लाइए।
हर परिवर्तन देता है हमें युगांतर का ज्ञान।
बन सहारा बेसहारों के लिए, जो जिए खुद के लिए तो क्या जिए, जी सके तो जी हजारों के लिए, जी सके तो जी भारत के लिए।
उत्थान का आधार क्या रहा होगा? परिवर्तन हमेशा भीतर से ही प्रारंभ होता है।
मैं लोकतंत्र के मूल्यों के बनाए रखने, नेतृत्व के गुणों को प्रकट करने और शासन के गुणों का अभ्यास करने की गंभीरता से प्रतिज्ञा करता हूं।
History becomes a very important mirror in which we can identify ourselves as a civilization, as a nation.
Be a Chanakya in politics.
सोशल मीडिया एक ऐसा माध्यम है कि आप घर में अपने रूम में बैठकर भी अपनी बात को सरकार में अपनी आवाज उठा नहीं कहेगी।
हमारी नारी शक्ति को उसको पहचानने की आवश्यकता है, हमारे किसान के उस श्रम को पहचानने की आवश्यकता है।
नेशन ऑलवेज फर्स्ट।
दलित की राजनीति, पिछड़ों की राजनीति करते करते इन नेताओं की स्कॉर्पियो का फॉर्च्यूनर बन जाती है और उस दलित का साइकिल ही रह जाता है।
उसको फ्री एजुकेशन से लेकर के दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ाने का, कोचिंग का सुविधा का सेंसस ही दिला सकता है।
संसाधन की बहुलता आपको असफलता से निकाल लेती है, संसाधनों की अनुपलब्धता आपको असफल बना के रखती है।
It's time to be the architect of our own destiny and strive for a more inclusive and equal society.
Then why these students don't ask their representatives, what have you done for us? Why don't you ask the police that you are getting salary from my taxpayers' money? Then why are you not protecting me? Why are you not coming when I make a call?
पॉलिटिकल विश्वास के साथ देश को जोड़ो मत। देश देश है, पॉलिटिकल विश्वास अलग है, पसंद अलग है, लेकिन देश सर्वोपरि है।
A big round of applause, my friends. These have been last 3 days of Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. Though we are reaching the conclusion of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, I would like to say, उम्मीदों को आंखों में महफूज कर लो, उम्मीदों को आंखों में महफूज कर लो, बहुत दूर तक रात ही रात होगी। मुसाफिर हो तुम और मुसाफिर है हम, फिर किसी मोड़ पे मुलाकात जरूर होगी। I'm sure that we will meet again in 14th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad and take the Indian democracy to new heights. My friends, it's now time when we proceed to an important step of this session. I request all the dignitaries to rise in their seats and give us a memorable photograph with the brochure. And my friends, let me come to you I'm sure that you all are holding Ekata Sutra in your hand. I would like to request all of you to tie this Ekata Sutra with your friends who are sitting right and left hand side of yours. Please tie the Ekata Sutra with the people, those who are sitting on your left, right, behind, and let's connect ourselves with each other through this Ekata Sutra. Yes, indeed, let us rise in our seats, connect the Ekata Sutra. Let's tie this Ekata Sutra, my friends, and with this Ekata Sutra, we all are getting tied to each other in one single mission of strengthening the democratic fabric of our nation.
अब कुछ बात करेंगे, मिलजुल कर अब काम करेंगे, तब जाकर कुछ बात
I request all of you to spare a few more moments with us only after the national anthem and giving the Bharat Mata Ki Jai ka nara. Then only we are going to leave this hall. I request all of you to stay back till the national anthem. I request all of you to stay back till national anthem. Thank you very much. My friends, I would now like to request everyone to be seated, please. I request the Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Professor Dr. Milind Pandeyji, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Please sit down, only few minutes and followed by national anthem. I stand before you to propose a vote of thanks of 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. भारतीय छात्र संसद का ये 13वां संस्करण, ऐसा कहा जाता है कि सभ्यता और संस्कृति का परचम लहराएंगे, सभ्यता और संस्कृति का परचम लहराएंगे, लोकतंत्र के गीत जग को सुनाएंगे। 13वीं छात्र संसद की ज्योति, 13वीं छात्र संसद की ज्योति से भारत के सुशासन का दीप झगमगाएंगे, भारत के सुशासन का दीप झगमगाएंगे। My friends, we are approaching towards the conclusion of the 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. During these 3 days, we welcome 50 speakers, 15 awardees, 150 MLA, MLCs, around 7,000 registered students, delegates across 13 states of India, and hold your breath, 4.3 lakhs online viewers on social media platform of BCS, including Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and live streaming on websites. My friends, parallel sessions we hosted 20 vice chancellors, more than 50 assembly speakers, and a highlight of this 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, once again, Youth to Youth Connect program. My friends, let me tell you, recently after the successful completion of historic first NLC conducted in Mumbai by MIT School of Government under the able leadership of our Executive President and the Chief Convener of NLC, Bharat, we create a historic record of 22,000 MLA, MLCs, Lok Sabha speakers, Assembly speakers, Chief Ministers, Central Ministers, and the messages from Prime Ministers and Rashtrapati under one roof. A political movement created a world record. MLA, MLCs of 28 states and 8 union territories attended first time in the history of Indian democracy the most popular event of the country called NLC Bharat. I request everyone you to give a big round of applause Sri Rahul Vikrad and his vision for Bharat. नहीं अकेला कोई रास्ता बनाता, नहीं अकेला कोई रास्ता बनाता, साथ चलो तो मंजिलें पाते। युवाओं के हाथों में है देश का कल, युवाओं के हाथों में है देश का कल, भारतीय छात्र संसद से मिलकर सपनों को हकीकत बनाते, सपनों को हकीकत बनाते. We would like to bow down to our source of inspiration, Honorable Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karat, sir. Our source of inspiration, Padma Bhushan Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, sir, Yuva Dilo Ki Dhadkan and dynamic leadership of NLC Bharat and BCS, Sri Rahul V. Karat, sir, who make possible from the students to take from Chhatra Sansad to Rashtriya Sansad. I express my sincere gratification to our convener, Dr. R.M. Chitnis, the Vice Chancellor. We are proud of the BCS team, all my team, the co-convener, Dr. Mahesh Torve, the Registrar, Dr. Ganesh Pokle, and the various committees like the Transport Committee led by Dr. Sunil Karat, the Licensing Officers Committee led by Dr. Ghorpade, Dr. Keumti and his team, Accommodation Committee by Dr. P.K. Deshmukh and team, various committees, my friend, Food Committee, PR and Media, Felicitation, Green Room, Cultural, and the most important, the backbone of this entire BCS from last 13 years. The backbone and many more events, the team IR. The IR team under the leadership of Professor Vinit Mishra, Sankalp Singhai, and the entire IR team, I can see them sitting here. The MIT School of Government team, who made this possible under the various team of Professor Dr. Parimal Maya Sudhakar, Professor Greeson, Professor Pavi Shetty, Professor Mantri, and the entire student team of MIT School of Government. And our special thanks to the digital media, electronic media, print media, they present across all the 3 days, all the press conferences. We also would like to thank all the chief guests during the inaugural function and valedictory function. I would like to thank Honorable former Vice President of India, Sri Venkaiah Naidu ji, Honorable Dr. Ram Charan ji, the chief guest for today's valedictory function, Honorable Sri Shivraj ji Chauhan ji, Honorable Jai Prakash Narayan ji, Param Pujya Swami Ganvatsal ji. And we honored to have and would like to thank Dr. Satish Mahana ji, Sri Basavaraj ji, Sri U.T. Khadir Farid ji, Sri Kuwar Manvendra Singh, Dr. T.C. Thomas, Advocate Abha Singh. आज के गेस्ट थे श्रीमती रूपा गांगुली, डॉक्टर फौजिया खान, श्री मनोज मुंतासिर, श्री विक्रम संपत, कितने नाम ले, श्री मनोज कुमार झा एंड मिस्टर चिराग पासवान. Today also present our Sri Girish Gautam ji. My friends, we would like to thank all the team of our MIT WPU's very passionate staff, all the team of deans, associate dean, directors, program managers, and all my staff members. हर आवाज को मिले मंच, हर विचार को मिले सम्मान. सरकार हो जनता का आईना, BCS युवा शक्ति बने बदलाव की जुबान. BCS युवा शक्ति बने बदलाव की जुबान. And I would like to have the most round of applause for all my student volunteers, more than 500 plus, who made this 13th Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad a big success. A big round of applause, my friends, for yourself and all my inspired audience of more than 7,000.